Hello, Facebook. I hope you can see me and hear me. I'm here in the sanctuary all by myself to check out this new little fix-up that we've got. Hopefully this is going to be how we will broadcast Easter Sunday, this coming Sunday. And I thought I'd take an opportunity to test this out on Facebook Live and to announce that on this Thursday at 7:30 p.m., we're going to have our first little Zoom meeting that we've been talking about, our midweek service. But really it's kind of a meeting. My goal for this is we're going to begin talking about how relationships work and look at some tools that we can apply in our daily relationships. A lot of this, I learned this with Becca in therapy after our marriage hit a really rough spot, and we went and got talked to our therapist, Hud McWilliams, and so a lot of this stuff does apply directly to marriage relationships, but it's really the foundation of all relationships. And so I want these midweek Zoom meetings to be like a workshop where we can get together and talk about the concepts that we discuss, talk about the tools that we discuss, and just figure out the best ways how we're understanding that and applying it in our daily lives. And it could just be a time for us to encourage each other in all that. So I know 7:30 p.m. may be kind of late, but I really want Becca to be in on these discussions. She, in so many ways, is a lot better at understanding and applying these concepts than I am. She really puts these things into practice, and so I really want her input. And so 7:30 gives us a chance to put our little one to bed, so we can be in on that as a couple. And so we may shift the time from Thursdays, maybe to Tuesdays. Just let us know what works best. We'll try to do what works best for most people. I know we have 2 meetings going on in our church already, one on Monday night and one on Wednesday night. And so I want to make sure that anybody can make this who also attend those meetings. So you should already have an invitation to the Zoom meeting. It should be in your email if you've signed up for the church's emails. If you haven't signed up for the church's emails yet, just email me. My email is right there, nick@graceventura.org. So just email me and ask me, and I'll add you to that email group and go ahead and send you the invitation to this Zoom meeting. It also has a password protection on it. Just trying to make this Zoom meeting as secure as possible. Okay, and I wanted to do like a little preview of some of the stuff that we're going to be looking at. So I want to read real quick through Galatians. I hope you guys can see that. I didn't have time to put a PowerPoint together. Galatians chapter 6. This is kind of the foundation of what everything we're going to be talking about in the next through July 5th. The foundation concept that we're going to be talking about. Galatians 6 says, "Brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness." So right there, that's a big statement on relationships and how relationships work. Right there, right off the bat, we see that there's one option about how to do relationships in the church as believers in Christ. There's one option that's just off the table, and that's isolationism. This says, man, brothers, if anyone is caught in any transgression, you who are spiritual should restore him in a spirit of gentleness. Like, we're supposed to keep an eye on each other and help each other, encourage each other toward good things, not in a judgmental way. This is just loving things. If you see somebody about to walk off a cliff, it's loving to go say, hey, this will hurt you. The fall won't hurt you, but the sudden stop at the end will. So let's not jump off that cliff. And so isolationism is not a healthy relational option, right? And it goes on, keep watch on yourself, lest you too be tempted. So right there, we're not supposed to be so enmeshed in other people's problems that we lose our identity, and then we can get dragged down by being enmeshed with them. So isolationism is unhealthy, and enmeshment is unhealthy. So there's this idea that we need to come together and seek unity together, to be connected without being enmeshed, to be connected, not isolated. And so this is such an important idea. How do we do the dance of relationship where we don't isolate, but we don't enmesh? How do we do this? And it gives us some more direction here. In verse 2 it says, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if anyone thinks he's something when he's nothing, he deceives himself. So we need to realize that there are things in this life too big for anyone to bear alone. We're not supposed to carry giant boulders of life's problems on our own. We are supposed to look out for one another, see when someone's trying to carry a boulder by themselves, and go help bear that burden for them. Again, that's not isolation. And that helps us understand, well, what does it mean to not be isolated? It means to care for people, to look at when they're hurting, look at whenever they're struggling, and come alongside and help them. And we all need that. If anybody thinks he's something when he's nothing, he deceives himself. But let each one test his own work, and then his reason to boast will be in himself alone and not in his neighbor, for each will have to bear his own load. There are some people who try to carry boulders all by themselves, and they're deceiving themselves, thinking that they're stronger than they really are, that they're something when they're nothing. The boulder is going to crush them. There are other people who, we all have little backpacks full of rocks. That's just our burdens to bear, our own emotional system. Only we can manage our emotional system, our daily responsibilities, things like that. That's our burden to bear. It's our responsibilities. But some of us don't like to bear those, and so sometimes we think that our rocks are boulders, and we try to unload our boulders on other people. Like, oh, I need you to help me with this. I need this. I need this. I need this. And we can be so needy instead of bearing our own burdens. And so it says, yeah, look to bear one another's burdens, but also make sure that you're carrying your own load. And there's some other people who need to be needed so bad. They come up to us and they dig around in our backpack and say, oh, I can carry this rock for you, and I can carry this rock for you, and I can carry this rock for you. And so you see, there's being enmeshed of wanting someone to carry our own burdens, or wanting to carry other people's burdens so that we can be needed. That enmeshment. C.S. Lewis said, there's a sort of person. Here's what he said. There's a sort of woman that lives her life for her family, a sort of mother that lives her life for her family. And you can always tell who her family is by their haunted expressions. By their hunted expressions. Because she wants to be needed so bad, she's always hunting them down so that she can do something because she wants them to need her. And so there's this way of wanting to help so much that we become enmeshed. Maybe another word for that is codependent. But then there's some of us who isolate ourselves, and the Bible calls us to healthy relationship, which is bearing our own load, carrying our own load, bearing one another's burdens, reaching out in this relational dance, avoiding enmeshment, avoiding isolationism, but walking in relationship together, letting each person be distinct in who they are, but choosing to come together in a biblical unity. So that's kind of the foundation of a lot of what we're going to talk about, of healthy relationships and how to come together in unity without enmeshing or isolating, how to walk in openness, the way we were created to walk, with no shame. And so it's going to be awesome. And this week we can, in our Zoom, we might talk some about this first little preview of what we're going to be talking about for the next couple of months. We'll play around with Zoom, make sure we know how to do what we need to do, and it'll be great to see your faces. So I hope that you sign on our Zoom deal. Again, email me if you didn't get the email already. You should already have it in your mailbox from Grace. So send me an email at nick@graceventura.org so that we can see you this Thursday at 7:30 p.m. All right, I'm going to walk around now to the phone and shut it off. I've been told that I need to let the Facebook video run a little bit longer so that people don't get cut off at the end of it. So I'm going to slowly grab my water. I'm going to take a drink of my water. That's good water. And now I'm going to walk around to the phone. And turn it off. Goodbye, Facebook. All you 5 who are here. Hey, Mira! Miss you guys. I told Mike happy birthday. I don't know if you're still watching. I hope you are. I told Mike happy birthday a day late. So happy birthday to your Mike. All right. See you guys later. You're a goober. You're a dork.